24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He finds his man complete. That's Sherman.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run right side with Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that
blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The shotgun with Mostert, and he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams...
Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Flushed out right. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Now they'll throw with Carr.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Robinson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Now the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On play action, now Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ooh, with a juke. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. An extra quarter comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. Open space inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Raheem Mostert
with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's Robinson to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right.
Finding the former Raider, Nelson Aguilar.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now Robinson on 1st and 10. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mostert will be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Carr completes it, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr sliding out of the pocket.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
153 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Raheem Mostert,
his 3rd extra point of tying this thing up. Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Robinson to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right.
Robinson, a 1st down and then some.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. We have played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year.
And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
197 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Jacobs.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Mostert will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Patriots, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they come back to the pack a bit as their record And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles